Welcome back, everyone. Hang on. Sorry, apparently my thing isn't behaving today. Okay, this is weird. Oh, welcome to the stream, Bruce. My controller is apparently having issues today. You know what's sad? I thought that I had checked everything reasonable already. Okay. Looks like it might be working now. Give me just a sec. There we go. There it is. So, I should clarify one thing while we're getting started. Oh, welcome to the stream, Rafkin. Happy New Year. And that is that since last stream, obviously we wiped at the end of last stream to Watson because of my poor choices. But more significantly, when we restarted, I decided to go ahead and grab a different starter so that my rival would have Mudkip. However, I then thought about it for approximately 3 seconds, and I realized just how awful the battle against the rival on Route 110 would be if I was up against a mudshotting Marshtomp. So yeah, our rival has Trico now. Because, yeah, Marshtomp would have been really problematic, especially since our only Pokemon apart from Sableye at that point is either Plusle or Minun. And that would make it borderline impossible to win that match deathless. And I'd just like to avoid deaths that early in the run, considering the late game of this run is a tad uncertain. Basically, if we get Heracross, the late game of this run is probably a wash. And if we don't get Heracross, then the late game of this run will actually be pretty involved. You know, I have never taken the time to appreciate the mustache on this dude. Honestly, he works it. Okay, there is one other thing that I should mention. In my bag, I've gone ahead and jumped the gun with a few of these items. I went ahead and gave myself berries, and I gave myself money. Just to save the time that would have gone into putting those things in later on. Anyway, let's blitz through to Roxanne again. This does mean that our Sableye has a different nature than it did when we restarted the run last time. I believe it's a quiet nature this time around, which means minus speed plus special attack, so not great, but... oh well. Our main attacking move is still going to be Nightshade regardless. Oh, welcome to the stream, B Marching. New Year's going alright so far. I slept until 1 p.m. today because, well, I stayed up until 3 a.m. and it's a federal holiday, so I didn't have work. So anyway, we have Oran Berries and Pecha Berries, so at this point, we can go ahead and start giving our Pokemon those items to hold. It'll allow us to play things a little bit safer in the early game. Jeez. Apparently I can't walk today. You know, I used to have a suspicion that Shroomish were harder to find before you talked to this guy because he was like actively looking for them or something. Welcome to the stream, Lastborn. Does this thing have leech life yet? I'm starting to think that we might be in a bit of a stalemate. Nope, it has leech life. And that's why I wanted to leer it first. Make sure that I'm attacking when it's at -1 defense. Okay, so we're not going to go far along this route. We're going to backtrack to Petalburg because I don't like how low health we are. Hi, Talo. There's some genuinely difficult fights that we can potentially get into on this route. Or at least slightly riskier than they would be. Well, than other stuff would be, so... Yeah, there's not much to say about the early game here. Just like last time, we're kind of just going to blitz Roxanne and see how it turns out. There's some strategy that we can employ with her, but... in the end, a good chunk of that matchup will just be luck. At the very least, the luck is on our side, because it's not that hard to win that match. We just need to not get really bad crit luck. Or... nope, that's it. A little bit of good luck on our side, like them missing a rock throw or rock tomb here and there. And it becomes pretty trivial. Really? That's just rude. Well, let's grab the quick claw as well. I don't know if we'll ever really use it, but it's nice to have. Where's the cutter? Oh, nice crit. Okay, let's clear out the trainers in Roxanne's gym. We don't even necessarily need to fight these trainers. I just rather fight them now than accidentally walk into them with speed up when I'm coming back through here. Now, real quick. Just double checking what level her Pokemon are. Okay, it's a 15 level cap. That's what I thought, but never hurts to check. I almost walked straight over to fight her, which I don't really want to do quite yet. This might be a waste of time. Well, it'll keep me from doing reduced damage to it. Ooh, I almost forgot this. Oh, I didn't mean to get into a battle. This might be bad. Yeah, I'm probably gonna overlevel here. Oh, great. Like, I meant to get into a battle, but not a trainer battle. I'm totally gonna overlevel here. I can't even get out. Okay, this is probably gonna be a restart. Alright. I'm not even going to start over from the very beginning of the game. Just gonna pick it up from where we got our Pokémon. Here, I'll even update the title. Alright, it's time for me to turn my brain back on because I'm clearly not playing to the best of my abilities here. Oh, I thought there was an item there. You know, it really does break the early game of Pokémon having a ghost type in a lot of games, because so many of, especially the earlier generations, having a ghost type just means that you're not going to, that the opponent isn't going to be able to touch you. Even in, like, really? Are we going to die because this Wingull is too fast for us? I realize we've got a minus speed nature, but dang. even as far into the series as, say, Generation 8 with Sword and Shield, if you get a ghost type early on just by doing some exploring in the wild area, there are usually going to be several high-powered Pokemon, like even level 60 wandering Pokemon that you can just beat because they don't have any coverage moves to touch you. I think it has some influence on the level scaling on the experience scaling in Pokemon Sword and Shield, because I get the feeling that they realized some of those high-level wild Pokemon could potentially be cheesed in game-breaking ways. So you don't get quite as much experience for beating a level 60 Pokemon with a level 15 Pokemon as you would expect. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. You know what? We're going to go ahead and sell some stuff. Specifically, anything that we can't really use this run. Sorry, I just want to check something. Funnily enough, a ghost type with access to only ghost type coverage would actually be really balanced in the early game here, simply because it would be completely incapable of hitting a lot of the things that it runs into. Okay. That out. Now, what we're not going to do here is run in front of that random bug catcher and wind up stuck in a scenario where we're going to gain more XP than we can afford. So we're just gonna run back and forth up here for our leveling. Jeez, lots of crits, boo. Okay, one more fight. Yeah, that's got us at a good spot. Go heal up. And then we'll take on Roxanne. Got our Oranberry, we're fully healed. Not much else that we can really do. Okay, so step one is just to try and make her waste her potions. She's hitting a rock tomb, which sucks. Yeah, if she consistently goes for attacking moves here and doesn't, like, miss at all, we lose this match. It really is that simple. Keep spamming Nightshade. On the off chance that we're in a speed tie scenario, we're going to go for Astonish. Also, Astonish could hypothetically crit and kill here. It didn't. And we weren't in a speed tie, so that sucks, but yeah. I really kind of wish that that we got the Thief TM this early on, because I would totally teach it to Boo for this fight. It would make Roxanne a lot easier. Of course we took a crit. Okay, if she connects with her next attack, I think we die. We might live it with, like... Okay, we're alive. Run 3 is a go. Yeah, the funny thing is, the second gym is so completely free that it's almost comical. But the first gym for this run, if we decide to do it, which, again, like I mentioned last time around, it was a little up in the air whether we were going to start the run at the first gym or the second, because we can't actually catch Sableye until the second gym. You know what? I don't feel like getting randomly caught coming back. Okay, let's fight this guy again. Now we kind of need to avoid as many optional fights as we can between now and delivering Mr. Stone's letter to Steven. Because we are pushing it as far as the... We're pushing it as far as experience goes. But we should have enough wiggle room. I don't know why I bothered picking that up. I'm just going to wind up selling it. Okay, back to Petalburg. And back to Mr. Stone. Okay, we got the experience share. Gonna back up a little bit, and then we're going to catch a random Zigzagoon from this patch of grass. This will let us take the side route back through the woods. We really ought to play Twilight Princess on stream sometime. It would be so much fun. It's just that there are so many games I've got queued up that I want to play at some point that it's a tad difficult to justify. Well, it's a tad difficult at times to decide on a particular one. Alright, Plusle or Minun? Which is it gonna be? Remember how we got what? We got, like, either Plusle or Minun on the first or second encounter last time. To be fair, this is more accurately representing the portion of this route that they make up. Because they're not that common. Could I please have a Plusle or a Minun? Okay, it's a Plusle this time around, too. Give it a couple of Nightshades to wear it down. Hopefully it won't be too KO'd. Okay. Perfectly safe to chip it with 2 Nightshades, get it down nice and low in health, and then start checking Pokeballs. Now, I didn't say that that was a guaranteed catch. I just said it was perfectly safe. Oh, let's think. Plusle's a girl this time around. Yellow and red. Oh, what Mario character do we want? your third favorite electric type? Nice. I mean, this is a bit more obscure of a reference, but... what? If you haven't played Paper Mario, Paper Mario 64, the original, then you might not know what I'm talking about there, but... I'm just going out of my way to keep the inventory clear this time around. Because last time we kept running into issues with running out of inventory space since they clearly didn't give you enough in this game. Alright, we have what? Okay, we're going to clear the one trainer that we absolutely have to in this gym. Is there anything to grab in here? So yeah, by talking to this person you can... Oh yeah, Watt from Paper Mario is absolutely adorable. She is a very cute little light bulb. She's also arguably the best partner in the game. In the original Paper Mario. She's so good. Her basic attack pierces defense, which makes her scale really well into the late game. Alright, let's go clear that double battle on the bridge while we definitely have the experience wiggle room to do so. Oh, wait. I always forget, in these games, you have to talk to the double battle opponents in order to make them start the battle with you. They just don't catch you. I mean, is it really that polite to talk to them when I'm only doing it so that I can beat up their little pets so that my pets can get more powerful? Yeah, we'll fight this guy. Oh, that cancels out? Okay, cool. Sounds like a plan. Oh, I didn't mean to growl. I need to remap my... I need to remap my moves on Plusle. Make it easier to button mash my way through easy battles. I love how in almost every battle that you every trainer battle where you fight someone who has a Tailo, like, the Tailo is leveled down a little bit from the rest of their Pokemon, because Tailo is honestly kinda busted in the early game of this. Like, its stats are decent, and then it has the potential to really hit like a truck if you happen to use status on it. It's just... it can feel so dirty to use a Tailo. Oh. There we go, we got the soft sand. Hey, I have mad respect for Tailo. It's excellent. That's why it feels kinda dirty to use it. Because it's just a bit much sometimes in the early game. Like, one of the most classic Nuzlocke strats in this generation is just rolling with a pre-poisoned Tailo or Swellow. Honestly, out of all the regional birds, it is out of all of the generic regional birds, it is probably the best when you consider both design and stats. If you're just looking at stats, then yeah, fair is fair. The one from Galar is just better because it evolves into a steel type and has just a really naturally good setup. Why am I in here? We aren't going to do our training there. We're going back to Petalburg. It's just so slow to train up against Zubats. They don't spawn often enough. I think we'll do better training against Whismur. In the tunnel. That'll get us HP EVs anyway. I really didn't think after all of those battles that Whismur had uproar at that level. But apparently it does. They're just randomly choosing to use Pound even though it's weaker. Trying to think now, how would a flying only run in this game go? I feel like it would die pretty hard at Watson. There's not much counterplay that you can build up by then. Like, you don't have the TM for dig, you don't have any grass flying types before, or ground flying types before Watson. Nasty crit. That was rude. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are some of the few games where it would be borderline impossible to do flying only. Just thinking through the flying types that are available early game, I can't really see a route for it. Like, it's weird because this is a game that starts with a rock gym, but I almost feel like the rock gym would be slightly more manageable. You just have to bet a little bit hard on Beautifly. Because, like, you have Wingull from the very start. Suppose you could always do what I did in my flying only run of Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl. I can't remember which. So there I just... Oh, hey, look, it's a Skitty. My Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl only flying only run, I just decided, you know what, Piplup is a bird, therefore it's definitely a flying type, because birds fly, don't question it. And you know what? I feel like you could potentially apply that same logic to Torchic. That was a run that I was just doing on my own time. Sadly, I completely threw it right before, like right in the Elite Four. I played dumb and lost a Pokemon that I couldn't afford to lose. And didn't wind up winning. Like, I'm talking, there was a 100% perfectly safe route for clearing the Elite Four, or nearly perfectly safe. I suppose I could have probably gotten insanely unlucky. I guess there was a chance of that, but... Wait, I just realized I might be misremembering the level cap for Brawly. Hang on. It's 18. I was thinking it was 19. It is a really good thing I thought of that now rather than later. Okay, apparently they have Uproar the entire time. It's just they're not choosing to use it right now. So what? You also have a quiet nature. That kind of sucks because that means you have minus speed. But hopefully you're fast enough to make up for it. Okay. Let's go absolutely decimate Brawly by using a Pokemon that can be hit by precisely one of his Pokemon's moves. One move on one Pokemon, not even one move on all of his Pokemon. You know what? To make things a little bit easier on our XP management, we're gonna go ahead and give Watt the experience share. Gonna make sure to waste his potions. There we go. So this thing can use knockoff on me, which means that equipping my Oran Berry was completely pointless, but eh. It'll be on there if I get into another fight. When I get into another fight, even. Alright, well, there goes the easiest gym badge of the run. And now... Okay, rather than rushing straight into that, we're going to have Plusle fight one or two people on the beach. Just to get a hold of the extra experience to hit level 19 and finally learn Spark. This won't exactly be the most interesting bit, but it'll be nice to have Spark on our... It'll be nice to have an electric move on our electric type. Alright, now we know Spark, and I think, yeah, we're gonna do the same thing we did last time and drop Quick Attack for it. Oh, and while we're down here... let's grab a harbor mail. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and decimate the aqua grunts that pop up here. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have to fight this lady. And I think she has a couple Plusle and Minun of her own. Oh, never mind. We can just go around. At the same time, we're probably going to get randomly caught by her, at some point, better to just have her out of the way. Now we might do a little bit of grinding ahead of the rival battle coming up, because I would kind of prefer not to have things be quite as close as they were last time. Although, let's take a look real quick. Okay, Route 110. Rival battle. Okay. So we'll wind up leading... What does a level 20 Grovyle have? That's kind of the important thing here. He's got a Nummel, which means that we'll have to switch out... Oh, sorry about that, everyone. He's got a Nummel, so we'll have to switch out Plusle when that thing comes in. Absorb, Quick Attack, Fury Cutter, and Pursuit. It should be more doable than anything else. But we're still going to go ahead and do a tad, a smidgen of extra grinding. Come on, what? You got this. Okay. Who's learning Fake Out? Excellent. Yeah, we can drop that. We can drop Scratch for that. Okay, both our Pokemon are level 21. That's a 1 level advantage on Brendan. I think we'll go and give his battle a try. See, this is what I was talking about. Why is there so little room in the bag? You couldn't just elevate another bite of... like, literally another bite of memory, probably. Okay. Let's store away our ethers. I don't see us using the Quick Claw anytime soon. Or the Soft Sand. And you know what? We've got cherry berries. We don't need the paralyze heal. Dang it, we have to fight this guy now. Alright, let's give it a shot. Wait, he starts with Nummel? That isn't what was listed. That's annoying. Does Nummel have inner focus? Oh, I almost forgot something. We are listening to the wrong music for this battle. Okay, it has Oblivious. You gotta listen to the actual music for this battle because, frankly, it's just amazing. This is lining up pretty well. We'll be able to paralyze Grovyle now. Okay, he didn't use Pursuit when we switched in. I was kind of playing with fire there, but anyway. Oh, crit fake out. I'll take it. An encore, that's good. You know what? There are few enough battles, and Watt is enough of a hard hitter in her own right that I think I'm going to drop Help in Hand. There are few enough devil battles. I'm not sure if I remembered to say the word devil. I just think that Growl might actually come up once or twice. Alright. Back to our regularly scheduled tunes. Even though this is one of, if not the best tunes in Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, I love the Clocktown themes. At some point soon, I really hope to play Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on the channel, just as a bit of a throwback. And if I do, you'll get to experience all the Clocktown themes. Okay, slipped past that dude. Give me Rock Smash. Have some harbor mail for the coin case. We'll fight Wally now because, well, we're gonna want to do that with Boo anyway. Alright, now to Hope for Roselia, which is 60% odds versus... Oh, thank goodness. Okay, Nightshade. So it's only 60% odds to get Roselia versus 20% odds for Volbeat or Illumise. Yay! You know what? I might go I might go kind of all in on the... Paper Mario names. See, I could go with Princess Rosalina, but this is a dude. I thought about doing Rosalino, but... You know what? There is a flower name from Paper Mario, so... We've already got Watt in here, might as well get the bulb. Alright, and now to start training our little Bulb up. Gotta get some levels on him. Really? There we go. We can keep spamming this as long as that encore lasts. Okay. And now we absorb it down. Oh, crit. Nice. Oh, I forgot to get a bike. So we need to get Roselli high enough level to help us clear the gym trainers in Watson's gym. Oh, hang on, I forgot about this dude. Hey, speaking of Paper Mario, we got Rogueport theme in here. It's funny, I think we can go up on this route as well. There might even be one or two trainers. I mean, obviously there's the Windstraight family, but I'm not battling them unless I find a really good reason to. Like, they give the Macho Brace, which we'll want later on, but I'm definitely not going to risk a battle with them right now. Let's fight this guy. Well, I guess that just informed me what ability Bulb has, which I forgot to check, but I never get Natural Gift on, or I never get Natural Cure on my Roselias, so no surprises there. Alright, we'll have a quick battle with this hiker, and then we'll go and do our best to clear out Watson's gym, because obviously we need to clear out the whole thing rather than just part of it if we want to be able to leave without fighting Watson. And I like to do my gym battles at full health, weirdly enough. So yeah, we're likely to be pushing things a little bit when we reach we're likely to be pushing pretty close to the level cap once we've cleared out Watson's gym, but I think we should be fine. Thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. Oh, I forgot about this dude. You know what, since we're going to have to clear out everyone, we're going to take this in a bit of a strange order. I am going to start with these two, even though they're the last ones on our way out. If I can clear them... Like, I can clear them without locking myself in. Yeah, this way I can take it a couple of trainers at a time rather than all at once. so this guy can't damage Boo at all. His Voltorbs are only carrying normal type moves. Oh, I just realized it detected my... Wait, did it detect against Encore, or did it not? Or maybe Encore didn't work because Detect failed. That's kind of weird, but you know what? We'll roll with it anyway. Okay, we've cleared out the gym trainers, and we still have some space to go before hitting the level cap. Lonely Nature, I can't recall. I think that's attack boosting, which kind of sucks, but let's see. Yeah, Lonely is plus attack minus defense, so that's pretty awful. And we got Poison Point, which is similarly not good. We can work with it. Let's get our bike. You know, as interesting as the idea of having two different bikes is in theory, I don't really know that I like it in practice. It just winds up being more of a nuisance than anything, since all it does is force me to occasionally come back and swap bikes. And there we go, we got the level up. I'm not even going to try getting close to the level cap, because we've seen how that's gone lately. I will, however, save, because I haven't done that this entire stream, and, well, frankly, it just seems like a good idea to have a save in case of crashes or anything. Alright. Let's get some gym music going. Yeah, it's been dangerous. Okay. I've got cherry berries on everything, so that's a starting defense against random paralysis. I think we'll want to try and start the match off with mainly just Boo. Because if Boo can, well... Let's see now. What's Watson's team? Magnemite with Thundershock, Supersonic, Sonic Boom, and Thunder Wave. Voltorb with Rollout, Spark, Sonic Boom, and Self-Destruct. And Magneton with Shockwave, Supersonic, Thunder Wave, and Sonic Boom. The trouble is, we pretty much have to use Boo against that Voltorb, because if it self-destructs, we just lose a Pokemon. That would be bad. Also, Watson has 2 Super Potions. You know what? I might just go ahead and rehash the strategy from the previous attempt that made it this far. Let's get the TM for Thunderbolt. I think it's like 4,000 coins. Oh, great. Okay, let's double check here. TM list. 24 is Thunderbolt. Yep. We're gonna get some extras. I think we'll get 7,500. Well, probably 7,600, given I accidentally bought 2 50 coin purchases. And then I believe 29 is Psychic, and 13 is Ice Beam. Yep. So we'll get 29, and we'll get 13, and those are just future-proofing. And you know what? I just realized that it's also worth it to get the TM for Flamethrower. And some of those TMs I just got because they'll be useful for encounters that we will hopefully be getting pretty soon if we beat Watson. So, as far as beating Watson goes, first off, let's go ahead and teach Thunderbolt to Watt. I am a big fan of how often Spark paralyzes, but Thunderbolt is just kind of better for what we're doing here, and Thunderbolt will allow us to hopefully depend pretty heavily on Watt for clearing that Magnemite at the start. So I think this is the plan that we're rolling with. We'll lead with Bubulb, have our Cherry Berry to eat the Thunder Wave, and hit a Leech Seed. Ideally we hit. There's a chance that we don't, which would be annoying, but we can roll with that as long as we don't miss 2 in a row. So, a Leech Seed right off the bat, and then we go into Watt. And Watt will be the one that actually takes down the Magnemite, with a mix of Thunder Wave for stalling, Encore to make it waste moves, and Thunderbolt to deal damage in conjunction with Leech Seed. That will have Watt in when Voltorb comes out. And as soon as Voltorb comes out, we are just going to have to switch into Boo and do our best to kill that thing as fast as possible. But at the very least, Boo will be able to prevent it from getting a kill with self-destruct. Once Magneton comes out, we are going to have to go back to Watt, most likely, to try and get off a Thunder Wave into the Magneton, to make things a tad safer for Bubulb to come back in and do the whole Leech Seed to wear it down deal. And that's the strategy. Now, ideally, okay, so we missed, and it's using Thunder Wave, so we're going to be paralyzed this entire match. Like, it's going to get cured, but that just gives us an extra turn because we missed that Leech Seed. Come on. That is bullcrap. Bubulb, please hit. 1% chance to miss 2 Leech Seeds in a row, by the way. And that was into the... and then that led into the, I think, 55 or 60% chance for it to hit Supersonic. So, yeah. Fun stuff. Did I mention that we don't have Natural Cure? You know what? Bold move. Ah, dang it. Encore doesn't work if it goes for... Maybe I shouldn't have done that. That might kill with Leech Seed. Yeah, that was a mistake. Crap, we just missed the chance to waste its potions. I should have encored. I should have encored it into Thunder Wave so that it would be stuck doing that for a couple turns. Alright, now straight into Boo. Best case scenario, it just self-destructs. But of course it didn't feel like it. Please don't crit. Okay. I'm going into Watt to try and get off a Thunder Wave. And because Watt can take that pretty well. I mean, that was not very effective, and it still did about a quarter. I hate you so much, Watson. So much. This is usually the hardest. This is usually the hardest gym in Home. Okay, now we go into Bubble. And we need to hope for a hit with Leech Seed. Yes! Okay, now assuming we don't just feed a lot of damage. First of all, we're going to switch into Boo to take the next Sonic Boom. And because there's no reason not to, we're gonna Fake Out for some extra Leech Seed recovery and chip. Then we'll go back into Watt. Now this is a tad risky. I'm going to Encore that. To keep it from using Sonic Boom. Now I say it's a tad risky because I think that a crit would kill us here. There's only so much we can do. And then I'm just going to use Thunderbolt. I think with Leech Seed chip this might be enough for the KO. It's not. But he is absolutely going to heal this next turn. Oh my gosh, that must have been to the point. Oh, see, even with an advantage, that was so painful. I hate you so much, Watson. There are exactly 2 Pokemon that legitimately trivialize this gym. And that would be that you can get up to this point in the game. And that would be Marshtomp and Geodude. That's it. Outside of those 2 Pokemon, like, that gym becomes painful because he just spams Confusion and Paralysis. Like, the amount of luck that we had getting through there almost makes up for the double leech seed miss right at the beginning. Okay. You know what? I'm going to keep a cherry berry on Watt. Just because it would be very nice to be certain that Watt wasn't going to get paralyzed randomly in a situation where we need to not be paralyzed. Alright. Back to Rogueport. Okay, so now that we've beaten Watson, we can go ahead. I don't know why I just bothered to duck into a Pokemon Center after battling nothing. We can go ahead and smash rocks. That's our new ability. We got the HM for strength. And we're free to move between the two sides of the map. I'm going to start leading with Watt again, because it seems like a good idea. Watt's fast, hits harder than anything else on our team right now. Where's the dude who we were delivering the goods for? I thought he was supposed to give us a reward. Huh, oh well. Oh wait, he's right here. A repeat ball, completely useless in a Nuzlocke with a species clause. Why do I keep going into buildings and forcing myself to put away my bike? I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. Okay, now I want to not ride my bike. Because we have random trainers to deal with. Let's get the Poke Earth page for this opened up. So we're on Route 111, which has a few sections to it. I'm fairly certain that it doesn't have any Pokemon that we are trying to get a hold of. It has a couple of decent items, but most of those are in the desert. It says TM43 is a gift around here. Secret power, that's on the far side of the fiery path. Now we're on to Route 112. We can dodge all the trainers by just going around. Oh, I thought we could, but apparently that person turns. We're gonna get caught by this guy at some point if we don't deal with him, so let's deal with him. Now luckily, at this point in the run, we get access to a few new encounters. First of all, we have a shot at catching a Torkoal here. So this is the Fiery Path, and I am going to pull up the Poké page for it because that seems like the smart thing to do. So, Fiery Path, the only legal encounter here is Torkoal at an 18% encounter rate, so it'll take us a minute. We'll be level 14 to 16. Which means it will know Ember, Smog, Curse, and Smokescreen. So, with that in mind, yeah, we are going to go ahead and give Plusle a Pecha Berry to cure potential poison. And we'll give Boo a Pecha Berry to cure potential poison. And if we wind up in a scenario where Babulb is where we need to send Babulb in, it would probably just be a better idea to get out. In fact, you know what? I'm going to make an executive decision based on just how dangerous Torkoal is. We're going to hold off on encountering Torkoal. Okay, I need you to turn left. Or right, that works too. Oh. I forgot that I had skipped past this person. Yeah, we're going to hold off on getting Torkoal until we've got a Pokemon that can deal with its attacks better, because Torkoal is, as you may have realized from a couple of my previous Nuzlockes, pretty dang good. So the Pokemon that we currently have as single stage evolutions all have the stats of roughly a middle stage Pokemon. Sableye particularly. Roselia and Plusle are probably slightly above average for a single stage Pokemon. But Torkoal has the stats of a fully evolved Pokemon. And that makes it very good and also very threatening to our team. So what we're going to do is, first of all, go and get more Great Balls, because it might take a few throws to catch this thing. Well, it might take a few throws to catch the next couple of things that we encounter. And then on top of that, we are going to bypass... Oh, that's the other thing that I wanted. I wanted some repels. That's why I was backtracking. We're going to get some repels so that we don't encounter anything in the fiery path quite yet. Okay, we had one repel, now we have 10. And I almost forgot to use them. So now we have enough repels in case we need to go through that a few times. Okay, I think the odds of getting past this guy aren't great, but we'll try. Nope, he caught us. There's a technique that works on cartridge for avoiding those guys where you pause when they're looking the other way, start holding the direction you want to go, and then use the B button to get out of the menu. Really? Rude. Gonna encore you into that if I can. Nope. What? There we go. Okay. I've at least locked it into something that I can come in on for free. Boo, you're up. I'm hoping for a 2-hit kill with Nightshade. Nice. Ah, yes, you're so cool. Using a super potion. This guy gives us secret power. And now that we have secret power, we can potentially talk to the dude. We can potentially talk to the dude back on an earlier route to get the TM for hidden power. So yeah, that lady will endlessly ask you if you want to take a rest. She never stops asking. She just keeps saying, "Oh, you still look tired." And yeah. Eventually you just have to tell her, "No, I'm good. Leave me alone." I'm pretty sure we're going to be forced to battle this girl, and I'm pretty sure she has water types. Well, she at least leads with a water type. She probably has like a Numel. Yep. Oh, that is closer than I like. Yeah, Bubble, I'm gonna need you in here real quick. What do you know? We're back in Stardew. Well, that was uncomfortably close. I think one crit and we would have lost Sableye there. Well, it could have been avoided if we had Torkoal, but I'm more worried about catching Torkoal than I was about some random trainer. Oh, and look. I didn't even get to do my spiel here. There are 2 encounters on this route. This one is far more likely and is also definitely the worst of the 2 options. Anyway, let's catch ourselves a Spinda. So if I check the numbers real quick. Hang on. Yeah, so in this area we have a 70% chance to encounter a Spinda, a 25% chance to encounter Sandshrew, which isn't a valid encounter, and the remaining 5% goes to what could have been one of the best encounters in the game, Skarmory. I had no illusions about our chances of encountering Skarmory, but I managed to hope for a while there. Anyway. I was even planning to use, like, potential Murphy's Law encounter tactics and just lead with Roselia, but I forgot to do it. Alright. let's throw a Pokeball. Well, it's a great ball, but still. There's not too much to understand. It's a pure normal type, and it's dizzy. You know what? You can't be Mario, like I was about to say, because you're female. What's gonna be your name? Should you be Peach? I feel like you could be Peach. You get to be Peach. Anyway, back to the rest house. We now officially have a Spinda. So yeah, Spinda's stats are only marginally better than Sableye's, but Spinda doesn't have the typing that Sableye has. Dang it, I thought he was facing down. Okay, well, let's go into Boo. Because Boo is holding a Pecha Berry. Why do I have a feeling this one... Well, I was fully expecting that to use self-destruct too. So yeah, obviously it was overwhelmingly likely for us to encounter Spinda, but that still doesn't make it fun when you consider that we had such an amazing alternative option on this route. Because Skarmory pretty much trivializes any physical attacker in Gen 3. It's kind of insane just how good Skarmory is in this generation. Yeah, we got the soot sack. We will never use it, but I like having it. Okay. Oh, there are trainers in this area in Pokemon Emerald. I was fully expecting to walk a little bit further left and see some trainers that we might have to dodge. Alright. So that's Lynette. She runs the Pokemon storage system around these parts. Alright, Peach, what is your nature? Hasty. So that's plus speed minus defense, I believe. Yep, plus speed minus defense. We're not dealing with the best natures in the world on this run, but oh well. Anything worth buying here? Meteorite Falls, that will be a fun one to reach. So yeah, this guy is important. He's the move tutor. He can help our Pokemon relearn moves. That's the reason we need to keep something alive that can use Thief. And we got the TM for Dig. Nice. Oh, and here's the TM for Roar. Lots of TMs right around here. They finally start dishing them out at a decent pace. To be fair, there are only 50 TMs in this generation, so they do kind of have to pace them, but still. Alright. Now, for something fun. Let's see, let's lead, I think, Watt. See, we have another potential encounter right around here. On Route 114, there's a chance to encounter Sapphire in this game. It's a pity that it isn't Zangoose, but the positives of playing Sapphire outweighed for specifically starting with Sableye, outweigh the negatives of missing out on a Zangoose later on, because Sableye is just a better option for starting this game than Mawile, which would be the alternative. If we were playing Ruby. Anyway, Sapphire is here, level 15 to 17. We're going to wind up doing a bunch of grinding, which means after we catch the couple of Pokemon that we get access to coming up here, we're probably gonna call the stream there. Anyway, let's see. So 15 to 17 means it will know Wrap, Lick, and Bite, and may or may not know Poison Tail. So with that moveset, we're going to lead Boo, actually. Oh. My bad, I forgot to click off OBS before starting to do stuff. And we're going to give it a Cherry Berry because Lick has a pretty high chance of paralyzing. Oh, and I think this is, yep, this is where we finally get renewable person berries. Well, I mean, we have one, so they're already renewable since we can grow them, but we got that out of pure luck, I think. Thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. It'll take a minute. I think it's only like a 20% encounter rate on this route. Oh, there we are. And it does have Poison Tail. You know what? I'll view that as a positive, because if it didn't have Poison Tail, it would probably be a bit harder to use right away. And you see why I put on a Cherry Berry. Also, that's a level 16 Sapphire outspeeding a level 24 Sableye. Which means, like, yes, we do have a minus speed nature, but I have a feeling this thing is pretty fast. Let's try for a Pokeball. Save our Great Balls so that we don't have to buy a bunch more before we try and catch, you see what I mean about the high paralysis rate on Lick. Before we try and catch our next encounter and then Torkoal. So Sapphire has far more respectable stats than most of the Pokemon that we currently have. But it is slow and a tad on the frail side, as opposed to Zangoose, which is fast and a tad on the frail side, which is what makes Zangoose generally better. With that said, you know what? This gets to be Bowser. I mean, it's a oh wait, but never mind. Torkoal kind of has to be Bowser. I just realized, since Torkoal is literally a turtle. I was about to say it's a reptile, but Torkoal is a fire-breathing turtle. Torkoal kind of has to be Bowser. Oh. Hang on, I want to Google something real quick. Eels in Mario... Oh, sorry. Huh, so the eels in Jolly Roger Bay from Super Mario 64 are unagi. Or are they mare? Seems like they were renamed at some point. You know what? It can be unagi. I like that. I may or may not have been watching Avatar recently, so that may or may not have swayed me. But yeah, now we have Unagi the Sapphire. Oh, you know what? I should have named it Waluigi. I'll edit it in PK Hex after the stream, because you are absolutely right. I didn't even think of the color palette, but yes, that is definitely a Waluigi. Yeah, that's a Waluigi. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Anyway, let's go and say hi to Lynette. And we get a Lotad doll that we will never use because I never got all that attached to the secret base building aspect of these games. Okay. Gonna switch Watt back up front. We'll probably wind up just turning around and undoing that pretty soon here because I just realized we have to get past a fire breather who has a Nummel, I believe. Okay, I'm gonna double check what this guy is carrying. But anyway, we have our latest encounter. Sorry, I'm just organizing my tabs here real quick. It's tricky to keep all of this together. Okay, never mind. The Kindler has a Slugma and a Wingull, so that's actually really easy for Watt there. There's a Hiker a little ways along that has ground types. Those are Geodudes. We'll just lead. We'll just lead Bubble there. You know, I could have named Bubble Petey that, like, Petey is in the Piranha Plant as well. I didn't really think of that. Oh well. It's not really a big deal. I think Bubble was pretty fitting, to be honest. Alright, now it's time for one of our best early game encounters available, because now that we're in Meteorite Falls, we can potentially encounter, well, you know what, I'll let y'all see when we run into it. I'm just going to check the encounter rate real quick. Okay, it's a 20% chance, so we're going to spend the next couple of minutes running from Zubats, which make up 80% of the encounters in here. And in hindsight, I want to double check something. Okay, level 14 to 18, what's the moveset though? Tackle, Harden, Confusion, and Rock Throw. Okay, yeah, we can deal with that. Where are you? I know you're here and you're not that uncommon. There it is. Lunatone, one of our best encounters prior to Heracross. So we are going to Thunderwave this thing. Ooh, and that's a good move to lock it into with Encore. And now we'll go into Boo to safely Nightshade it down to a point where we can catch it. And Lunatone is the reason that I was holding off on catching Torkoal, because Lunatone will make that encounter much more safe. Yeah, it's only got a 25% chance to choose to try Rock Throw. Fine, you can have a Great Ball. Really? There we go. And you know what? This one can be Rosalina. Because, you know, space and all that. I don't think there is a more moon-related character in the Paper Mario franchise. Well, there probably are, but, like, a major character. The closest alternative I can think of would be to name it Tech, after the computer in Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door, because, spoilers, Tech was on the moon. But I think Rosalina works pretty dang well for that one. Alright, now it's time to back up. You know what? I'm getting you out of the way while I'm thinking about it. Oh my gosh, okay, hang on. This is so annoying. Oh my gosh. So for some reason the setup I've got is convinced that the A button is both the A button and the pause button, and I haven't managed to find a good way. Ooh, you know what? Hang on. I think I may have just thought of something that can deal with this sort of situations, but first... Okay, I'm cheating for a sec here. Okay, I've just adjusted the settings so that now I can use the L button for the A button in case we encounter another scenario like that where it gets annoying. And... we're just going to go ahead and bump Rosalina up to 19 to learn Hypnosis in place of Tackle. Because there isn't a single solitary reason for Rosalina to know Tackle. A single solitary good reason. Okay, let's go try to catch a Torkoal, and then we'll wrap up. I didn't mean to do that. You have to be at least a little bit careful here. Because we did leave quite a few trainers back along this path. Weirdly enough, this area is a pretty good place for training up our own Pokemon, simply because the Spindas are pretty easy XP. They give more experience than you'd think, given their stats, because they're a single stage Pokemon. And okay, real quick. You have... Okay, I'm gonna want to switch some cherry berries for Pecha berries. Alright, let's see how long it takes us to find a Torkoal. That was quick. Oh, that is a female Torkoal, so that's going to be Bowsette, not Bowser. Oh no. Let's see if we can encore it into Smokescreen. That'll make it pretty easy to chip down with Sableye. Because Sableye is immune to accuracy drops. And I may have overhyped Torkoal, but I really didn't want to risk anything that I didn't have to. And it was going to be safer to get encounters further on. Okay, so we're not going to risk any more chip damage. Just gonna chuck a Great Ball. Torkoal is notoriously frustrating to catch, unfortunately. You know what? For the heck of it, we're gonna chuck a Repeat Ball. We were never gonna have a good opportunity to use that, so... Just stay, please. I'm gonna have to bring in one of my weaker Pokemon to try and chip it down a little. Unagi, you're up. Sorry, Waluigi, you're up. I think Encore might bypass accuracy checks, but that might be a later generation thing. Come on, Bowsette, join us. Yes! Now the question is, will Bowsette fit? We got ourselves a Bowsette. Alright, and we will backtrack to Mauville. Before we save. I'd say we've put together a pretty decent lineup. Hang on. Like, look at that. We've gotten to a pretty decent place. We have, like, these are probably going to be our main Pokemon for the moment. This gives us a pretty good variety of options that do good things. I could see us swapping out Boo relatively soon, having him on the team as a sometimes thing. In which case we would probably swap in Unagi if we need a little bit more just direct power, and or Waluigi if we need more direct power, or bringing in what's her face? I can't even remember what we named that Spinda. Peach. Bringing in Peach in case we need someone to get kidnapped. But yeah, just take a look. We've got a speedy electric type with a good supporting move pool. Like, Plusle and Minun don't have power, but they definitely have a good move pool if you're not looking to attack. If you're looking to attack, all they have are electric type moves. But having Thunder Wave, Encore, Baton Pass, Agility, all good things there. We have Bulb here, who has a very good defensive typing, and again, some nice utility, and hits surprisingly hard compared to pretty much all the rest of our Pokemon except Lunatone and Torkoal, which need a couple of levels on them. And we'll get some more good moves to keep on hand. We have Boo here, who has carried the early game and will potentially die in retirement, or may go with us all the way to the Elite Four. Who knows? Boo definitely has some useful utility moves, and access to Nightshade is obviously invaluable when it comes to trying to catch Pokemon because there's no chance of it critting and killing them. We have Rosalina, who will very soon... In fact, you know what? Before we do anything else... Yeah, Rosalina here. Have a couple of moves. Well, we'll hold off on teaching Ice Beam for just a moment. We'll teach you Psychic for now, though. Rosalina has a surprisingly good defensive typing, a really strong ability in Levitate, which makes her immune to ground moves as opposed to being weak to them, and some really key coverage, including Ice Beam, which will be very helpful into Winona. And can even boost with Calm Mind eventually. And then we've got Bowsette, who is Fire type, and we're going to go ahead and teach her Flamethrower in a second here. And that right there is most of the reason that Bowsette is good, just firing off strong Fire type moves, but that is enough. That said, Bowsette will also be very helpful into Flannery, just being able to take her Fire-type moves to help us get started on our setup. And having a strong physically defensive Pokemon is not a bad thing, though it's not ideal to have a physically defensive Pokemon that's vulnerable to Rock and Ground-type moves. But we can roll with it. So yeah, just take a look at them. These are our dudes, and we've got Waluigi and Peach in the back. And Waluigi could be potentially very useful, it's just we have to manage the frailty and slowness. And also, Waluigi depends a bit on getting the right coverage, which it does have really good coverage options, it's just we don't have access to a lot of them quite yet. We could technically teach it Flamethrower, so Viper can learn Flamethrower. It's one of the reasons that it makes for a good mixed attacker. Fire and Poison coverage is pretty strong. So we could go ahead and grab a Flamethrower TM to teach the Viper. Yeah, I think we're in a pretty good place right now. When we get back next time, we're probably going to do a little bit of training up on Rosalina and Bowsette. Get them up to speed before we take care of the story stuff between now and the Fire-type gym. Oh, and we've got this Zigzagoon who is kind of just hanging out and smashing rocks and cutting trees for us, which is very nice. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good place to call it. Thanks everyone for being here. It's been fun. We'll be back tomorrow. Normal time, should be. I hope y'all had a happy new year, and, well, I hope the year is getting off to a good start for y'all. Everyone, go take a nap or something. I don't know. Thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Later, folks. Bye. Goodbye. I'm talking into the mic. This is an ASMR channel now. Bye, be marching, Lastborn, Rafkin, all of you. Bye.